In the rich heartlands of West Africa, surrounded by endless forests and rivers that glittered like liquid sunlight, a new power began to rise. The land was called Ashanti, a place blessed with gold, wisdom, and spirit. Before the empire, there were small, scattered Akan clans, each strong, yet divided. Then came a visionary, Osei Tutu, a warrior of courage and insight, who dreamed of uniting the people. Alongside him was the wise priest Okomfo Anokye, a man of mystic power said to speak with the gods. Legends tell that when the time came to unite the clans, Okomfo Anokye called upon the heavens. From the sky descended a golden stool, shining brighter than the sun, the secret Kofi. It was said to contain the soul of the Ashanti people, their power, unity, and destiny. From that day, no one would sit upon it, for it was not made for any one man, but for the spirit of the nation itself. And with that divine symbol, the Ashanti Empire was born. The Golden Stool became the heartbeat of the kingdom, its sacred power unmatched. It symbolized unity, leadership, and protection. To the Ashanti, the stool was more than gold, it was life itself. Under the leadership of Osei Tutu, the people built a nation rooted in order, justice, and courage. Their warriors were disciplined, their people loyal, and their rulers chosen through strength and wisdom. The kingdom soon grew into one of the most powerful forces in all of Africa, commanding respect and fear from its neighbors. The people said, "If the Golden Stool falls, the Ashanti fall. But as long as it stands, so will the soul of our people." The Ashanti Empire thrived in glory and prosperity. Its capital, Kumasi, became a masterpiece of African civilization, filled with markets overflowing with gold, ivory, and cloth. Travelers from across Africa marveled at its order and sophistication. There were roads, schools of craft, palaces of intricate carvings, and warriors clad in gold and leather. The Ashanti mastered trade, connecting the savannas of the north to the forests of the south. From Timbuktu to the coast, gold and wisdom flowed through Ashanti lands. Theirs was not only a kingdom of strength, but of intellect, diplomacy, and art. They believed deeply in balance, between war and peace, between the seen and unseen, between man and spirit. But beyond the Atlantic, another empire watched with hungry eyes. The British, already spreading their rule across Africa, had heard of the Ashanti and of their endless gold. At first, they came with trade, then with missionaries, then with soldiers. The Ashanti welcomed trade, but they never bowed. For years, there was uneasy peace until one day, the British governor made a fatal demand. He ordered the Ashanti king to surrender the Golden Stool, so that he might sit upon it. The insult was unimaginable. To touch the stool was to touch the soul of the nation itself. The drums of war began to beat through the forests of Ghana once again. The Ashanti prepared to defend their pride. In 1900, when the British returned with greater force, the Ashanti chiefs gathered in fear and anger. Then stood a woman strong, fearless, and wise. Her name was Yo Asantewaa, the Queen Mother of Ejisu. She looked upon the men and declared, "If you, the men of Ashanti, will not go forward, then we, the women, will. I shall call upon my fellow women, and together, we will fight for our land and for the Golden Stool." Her voice lit the spirit of a nation. The War of the Golden Stool began, one of the last great African resistances against colonial rule. Though the Ashanti were outnumbered, their courage shook the British Empire. They fought fiercely, defending not just land, but the heart and soul of Africa itself. The British eventually captured Kumasi. They exiled Yo Asantewaa to the Seychelles, where she later died. But the Golden Stool was never taken. It was hidden deep within the forest, protected by the spirits and courage of the Ashanti. To this day, it remains a sacred symbol, a reminder of pride, resistance, and identity. Ghana remembers Yaa Asantewaa as a hero, the queen who dared to fight for her people when the world doubted her. And the Golden Stool still stands as a symbol of unity, proof that power is not in gold or empire, but in the spirit of a people who refuse to bow. From the forests of Ghana rose a kingdom that defied an empire. A nation that proved Africa's greatness long before the world admitted it. This is the story of the Ashanti Empire, the Golden Kingdom that refused to fall. Voice of the continent, telling Africa's forgotten stories. Subscribe, like, share, be proud of where you come from.